So this is my final vlog. It's going to include the half-term Friday that we spent in, the final week of the shows, show 1 and show 2, and what happened involving that. So the Friday in half-term, we all came in. We spent the day working on what we thought needed to, and we got a lot done. We spent most of the day in there and worked on the important things, and we were all happy with the outcome of that day, and happy that on the Monday we could have the less to work on and focus on what else needed doing. We were all happy with the outcome. Then on the Monday, the day before the show, I believe we done dress tech runs and worked out the set, the lighting, where we need to be, everything like that. And we were happy with the outcome of the day. We brought all the personal props in. I didn't do the passports and the guarantee, which I forgot, so I quickly popped to the library and sorted those out, and that's what Monday was really for, making sure we had everything ready for tomorrow, which was Tuesday. And so Monday was like a pre-preparation and what we needed to work on, and a problem that occurred was, look, be a lady, because the spacing's different, and it was the first time we worked on it in the actual place we're going to perform. And this being the case, because we'd done it full moves, etc., and I kept on hitting Will, like, so when I tried to do the fouette, which is like a side jump turn, sort of like a basketball shot kind of thing, I kept kicking him in the leg, and like in the spins I'd spin into someone because of the room. So I made the decision to only do some of the moves. So like, I try stay away from everyone in a sense, but still be greatly involved in the dance. So I didn't do a fouette, I just turned and spun, and I just found simpler alternatives for this, so everyone could do it and it would look more impressive. And this also helped me on singing, because it meant I wasn't as out of breath, but I had a little problem in my head. I was like, okay, this is what I've changed, and so that affected me later on. Also, with the set changes, we realised getting changed into clothes and out of clothes, taking the bench off, etc., etc., was a tad more difficult, because the timing, the room, and like, we couldn't speak above a whisper, or even speak a whisper, because it would be heard outside, and so learning to adapt to that was quite tricky. But at the end of Monday, I felt ready and prepared for Tuesday and the show. So Tuesday, we spent the day going over stuff, making sure we had things. We cut all the money, we had the newspapers done, sorted all that out, and just fitted ourselves around what needed doing then. We had a full tech run of the thing, and it went alright. It wasn't quite perfect, but it was almost ready. It was just the full first tech run that we did, with no hiccups. But I think it just being a new environment, etc., made us a little wary, and so that happened. Also, when there was this bit where I first come on, I came on a tad bit early, and it meant Nathan had to slightly hurry himself up a little bit than he had to. So that was something I needed to work on. I waited until it was halfway across the stage until I came on. And stuff like that. We worked on stuff like that. That was the kind of things we had the tech run for, so we could see and tweak. And something else we worked on was If I Were a Rebel, Caitlin and I, and we fixed it, we had it sorted, it was ready. And then in the show, okay. The show went really well. Personally, I think it went really well. And as always, the first show, there was a few slight hiccups. For me, I had a few. The ones I can remember, because the second show's happened. The first one I remember was in Sumi. The one before Sumi, I had the bench, I told Will to turn the bench around, but because I thought it was sit down and you're rocking the boat next, but it was Sumi where they needed the bench turned around, so I don't quite know what happened there with it, and that was my fault. I take the blame for that. And also leading on to Look Be a Lady, because I changed my dance routine, I don't know what happened, but I forgot the verse of the song, so I'd done the first verse. I think it was the pre-chorus I forgot, and then I just went into It Wasn't Fair, It Wasn't Nice. That's where I rejoined and it went smooth from that bit. And yeah, I think I just cocked up a little bit at times, which I do take the blame for. And then the rest of the show went pretty well, apart from one bit in Havana. There was cloths in the glass, and the waiters forgot to take them out, so I took mine out and put it on my own lap. We didn't really do If I Were a Rebel on the performing stage, so at the end we do this hop, step, 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 hop, step, 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 hop, hop, step thing, and it wasn't too fluent, I guess, so that needed work. At the end I felt a great sense of accomplishment, but also I knew what I needed to work on, and I felt a tad bit more relaxed. Because the first show's done, I can improve myself and get ready for the next one. And then the next one, okay, the next one was a lot better than the first one. It just seemed to have this greater sense to it. Everything was more fluent, it was more flowing, everything just seemed to click into place. This can be shown because we were all familiar with the stage. We had spent more time working on it, we had spent a greater in-depth time in the things that went wrong and done more run-throughs, so we knew that some scenes in the first one didn't quite work because Caitlin couldn't get changed in time for, I can't remember the name of the song now, but yeah, she couldn't get changed in time to do this song and dance, so she was took out of it for the next one because it would be too great of a change, too much of a risk. And then the dress for the Havana scene was changed to fit more Caitlin because it was a bit large for Caitlin, the dress. So yeah, things were changed for the second one to make it better. And personally I felt I performed a lot better in the second one. I don't know why. I think it was just some nerves in the first one because it was the first show, and people couldn't turn up for the first one, so that may have been why, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so Havana, that's the thing that needed working on. we changed that, and it was a lot better. We changed the step at the end to just a step for change rotation around, which worked a lot better. And it was just things like that that needed to like work on, and such as Look Be a Lady as well. I didn't mess up in that one, which I was happy about, very much so happy about that I didn't mess up. That's like my major part of my solo, to my dance. It's my thing as Sky, and so I was happy that it didn't mess up. And at the end of the second show, I felt a greater sense of accomplishment than the first one, because it was just so much better than the first. And I was a lot happier with my result in the second one than the first. And then we went on to helping out with the others and doing our other ones, and that's the end of that. Thank you very much.